Welcome back, all you Vault Hunters. This is Dirch, and I'm just adjusting my mic there. You probably heard that. I'm back here. Someone, sorry, I forget the name, asked me if I ever did a Maya Top Gear for the Orphan Maker, and I never made that because the Orphan Maker did not make the cut with Maya. Even though in my previous video I just said it's like a 4 out of a 5 for a gun. But there are so many amazing shotguns in this game that you just couldn't include them all, so it felt just shy. But I did do a bunch of what I called Top Gear testing videos. I think they were mainly rocket launchers. But I said, fuck it, why don't I do that for the Orphan Maker? So the Orphan Maker here, I think I still have the coach gun. Yes, I do. So it is a coach gun where it has far fewer pellets, but it has massive damage increase. Now, these do have separate prefixes. Sorry, I'm rusty at doing this. I did not make sure they matched. You have a Rustlers versus a Docs here. So the Rustlers, the Orphan Maker regularly only have 2 pellets. With the less pellets, you get better accuracy. Sorry, I'm not doing apples to apples here, but it's pretty close. You get extra fire weight with the Rustlers too. But basically, it's a coach gun without many pellets, but each of those pellets does massive damage. So the Orphan Maker is one of those guns that you kind of have to get the Rustlers prefix because just 2 pellets aren't enough. Now, with the Magazine 3, you do get 2 shots out of it, so it's still a 2-shot like the coach gun. But it does also hurt you. So you see there's damage. So you have to be somewhat careful with that. Now, one thing that makes this gun awesome with sail is if you put it in its offhand, that damage doesn't apply. And with the sheer raw power of this, because you can see this has more raw power than a coach gun with fewer pellets. This thing hits so freaking hard, and it hits more accurately, so you can crit really well. There's no... So yeah, it comes in a fairly tight pattern. Now with Maya, 2 things that help it at least is one is ward, which helps your shield capacity and the delay, so when you take that damage it comes back. But also inertia is huge if you want to make the Orphan Maker really work well with Maya. Now you can do kind of tricky things with, you can try doing tricky things with backdraft here, but your shields don't really fully recharge between explosions that well. And I'm sure you can find a shield that will and do a low level, but then you just make yourself kind of vulnerable, and I don't know if it's all that worth it. There might, if recompense was better, there would almost be something where you could use like a low level crack sash, really spec into recompense and backdraft and the Orphan Maker and do something really cool. But unfortunately, you are just going to be very fragile doing that. So anyways, yeah, let's get started. I do have my regular build here if you guys are not familiar with it, but you should be. You can check out my Twisted Pimp video on that. And then I got my other gear here, but I'm trying not to use it unless I run into a case where I have to. Quasar, Corrosive Bone because Cloud Kill and Cooldown, Siren, Blockade. So you can see right there, works pretty damn well. And this thing hits hard. And then right there you can see inertia just saying, you know, I don't care about the self-damage. Because once you start getting some kills, inertia just gets you right back. And then as inertia's ending, the cooldown comes back. So you can see there, not a one-shot, but a 2-shotter. This thing, yeah, just has a lot of raw power. I'll let Phase Lock come back here. Ah, it's too soon. Oh, did I just hit it? Enough for one. Oh, bouncing around there. See, that's where you got to be careful. I'm going to just kind of lock them in the corner. Oh, fuck. Totally messed that one up. Sorry about that. I got a little sloppy, getting a little too close in there. That's a bad situation for the Orphan Maker, with them both coming out. And although it's kind of accurate, you want to get close, and it was taking a lot of shots to get that kill. But also, that's when the game glitches and the phase lock guy bounces, and part of that might just be me being rusty. Not only did I not record a video for almost a year, but I didn't play in that time either. So I'm not on the top of my game, you could say. You guys probably noticed that during my video yesterday. If any of you guys checked out my buddy's podcast, let me know in the comments too. I'd be interested to see what you guys think. I'm also fairly active in his Facebook page, so if you guys enjoy just chatting with me, that's a good place to talk to me about like music and movies and stuff, because that stuff comes up in those. And you can learn a little bit about the history of Derch's pop culture love, as I refer to myself in third person like a total douchebag. I hate these bombers. This is where I want to kind of be careful with a little bit. If you just shoot too fast, you will come into issues. Someone's got some slag there I do not like. As long as I can keep getting kills, I can keep inertia going. I don't really have to worry about the self-damage. Trying to go too slow there. Are you fucking kidding me? Wow, that's awesome. And that guy's way too far away. And I don't have a shot. Wow, that's fucking cool. So one of the morals on this is sometimes it's not a boss basher. Because when you got to take that many shots without anything to heal, it starts hitting. And I have a lot of passive healing on Maya that helps counter that, and it still wasn't enough. So, yeah. Like right there, it doesn't take a lot, but when you just keep spamming the shots, it hits. Especially if there's other sources of damage hitting you. But this is why it's not quite top gear on Maya. This is also why... fuck. Oh, well. There's never any good gear up there. Well, that's not true. I've found some. So, like in that case, I'm chaining the kills. I'm not too worried about it. And it's pretty ammo efficient, too. I haven't had to use a lot. I haven't had to spam too many quasars. Still sitting at 7 grenades at this point is pretty good, too. It would be nice if it was just 1 ammo per shot because of the less pellets, even though it's got that big damage. I'm just going to get this bomber down because I fucking hate bombers. And it's also kind of a shame that, you know, it's one of those relying on the vertical prefix, because this gun, if it wasn't so reliant on the extra pellets, it would make a great docks prefix. But yeah, you can just see the raw power there. I mean, yeah, that's total trash mob, but it's still one shot. Alright, this will be interesting. So that wasn't too bad. But I think, yeah, I think I might have still had inertia active from the previous enemy. I'm not sure. Get this bomber gone, because you guys are the worst. Yeah, it just wrecks enemies. It's so fucking powerful. Ooh, there's a shotgun. I'm just gonna... I was hoping like Quasar was gonna get a kill there. There we go. And that is why I love life tap and inertia. They're so fucking powerful. Alright, I'm going to kind of back off here. Let phase lock come back before they can get to me. It's going to hang out over there. Because this is another one of those not great use cases. Hope for some good chain reaction here. And Quasars were enough. You guys wonder why I love the Quasar so much. You can kind of see how well it works. But yeah, those boss situations in this map are... Sorry, I got some phlegm there. Definitely the worst case scenario for the Orphan Maker. If it's just a single boss, that's still not great. Let's see. Oh. Always want to be careful because bombers sneak up on you in this one. Yeah, it kills so fast. Oh, come on, enemies. Alright. Life tap and inertia are doing their thing. Ah, fuck. You definitely do not want to use this with a B. Because the B cancels out the self-damage will cancel out the amp. And, yeah. That's obviously not good. Alright, I'm going to go hit up these guys. Make the other ones chase me. Oh, that's not good. I got a self cloud kill dot. If you proc cloud kill... Alright, I'm going to back up here. Right in someone's face, you will catch the dot. Once you proc it, you can walk through it without any issue. Ooh, someone over there has a Molly-1 gun. I don't think it's him. I think it was that guy. Alright. Where's it? It's the one guy left. What a dick. It's probably not going to do the greatest on these bosses either. Because even though it's got pretty good accuracy for a shotgun, it doesn't quite have the range to nail them from afar. So I'm going to have to kind of do Quasar, Scorn, Phase Lock, spam here. First, try to put him in the corner. I like how Chain Reaction, Jesus Christ. Chain Reaction did its job. Alright, save the other ones for when he gets close. Where's his head? There we go. Sometimes people put up weird head animations and you can't crit them. So that's the Orphan Maker. I did have 2 falls. One I was able to get up from, one I was able not. But both were kind of my fault for not paying attention to the self-damage and where I was and where other damage was coming from. So part of that comes from just me being rusty. I could have definitely done better at it. But the rest of it went pretty smooth. Got a few times where I got down a little bit, but this is a really fun gun. It does add that element of having to like pay attention to that self-damage, which I kind of like. Just gives you something else to balance. It is a bit of a bitch of a farm, though, because it's a quest reward, but it's a quest reward where you really need a Jakobs grip. The stock doesn't really matter because it's a shotgun. The stock in these shotguns are not the biggest deals. So you can get away with a lot of different stocks on it, which is nice, but you do pretty much need a Jakobs grip and a Rustler's prefix. So you need 2 parts to line up, which always makes it a pain. A little less of a pain than, let's say, the Sandhawk, because you're not worried about elements. And the Sandhawk, you need the grip, the stock, and an element. This one, you just need the grip and the stock, so it's less. Just 2 things rather than... Well, I guess just 3 on the Sandhawk. Oh, no, 4 on the Sandhawk, because prefix you usually go for flying as well. So in the Sandhawk, people are trying for like that perfect one where all 4 parts are perfect. The Orphan Maker, you only need to worry about 2 out of 3 variants you can get. Taking the element out of there helps. So it's a bit of a bitch to farm, but it's a really good gun. It's a really fun gun. But if you're a Sal, it is probably... arguably one of the best single guns in the game for Sal. So if you're him, you definitely need it. Well, not need it. Sal can play the game with anything, but you definitely want it. Because Deputy Sal is insane and awesome and fun. But if you're other characters, it is a really, really fun gun. I really like it on Zero because the raw power and his burst damage, but Zero's so squishy. But with like Grim, it helps a little bit because you can always get a kill coming out of phase lock with this thing. He can pretty much one-shot a boss with it. Well, maybe not a boss, but like an ultimate badass or something. You can one-shot with this. So, yeah, I really love this gun. You should love it too. You should definitely try to get it because it's dope as fuck. But on Maya, it's just not quite Top Gear because, as you saw, there are some limitations where there's a lot of other shotguns that do not. So, yeah, that's it for this one. A lot shorter than the last video, but hope you guys still enjoy. If there's things you guys want to see, go ahead and recommend it. Doesn't mean I'm going to do it. But I'm going to try to upload more regularly and get back to doing a lot of stuff. There's probably going to be some requests for me to finish up The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly with a pre-sequel because I don't think I ever did, sadly. That series has been going on for like 18 years now. It already has children. But maybe I'll kind of get back into that. I'm not going to promise. Yeah, but I am back. Hope you guys are happy. And please, you morbid motherfuckers, if I disappear for a while, it doesn't mean I'm dead. It just means I took a break because this game's like 6 years old now. And, sometimes you just need to get away, do some other things. I was playing other games. I just didn't upload them. Well, I was playing some mobile games. I might as well just a little rant here. Let you guys know what I was up to. I was playing a lot of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the mobile game. But I recently just quit that because I started spending a lot of money just like trying to, it's one of those, freemium, free-to-play mobile games. And I love Star Wars and it's so cool and it was so much fun. And I really like the game, but it just becomes like a daily time sink. And then the Marvel Strike Force came out. So I wanted to kind of play that because it's like the same thing but Marvel. And I also love Marvel stuff because I am a massive geek. But then all of a sudden it's like, oh, buy this, buy that, and kind of, it's the same thing. It's kind of one of those like money pits where it's just like, a little bit here, a little bit there, then a little bit more here, a little bit more there, and I'm like, I just got to stop playing these games. I thought about starting making videos for them so I could, recoup some of that money maybe, but then it was so much time to try to play both of them. I mean, like every day you had to, kind of do your dailies, and it's kind of daunting. And then just keeping up with the curve and the meta changes and all that stuff. It was just too much. So I just quit them both cold turkey, deleted them off my phone, and now I'm like, hey, I got time for Borderlands, and Borderlands is a ton of fun, and I really miss this, and I miss you guys, and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna be back for a bit at least, and I don't know. I'm gonna explore some new games. Hopefully that new Red Dead is coming out, but God, then I got to buy a fucking console for it. I really don't want to buy a console. Well, I think it might be coming to PC. I got to look into that more. I wish they would release the other one on PC because I would love to play that again. I never actually finished it. I got like really close to the end, and then I just like life got in the way, and then I never got back to it. And I know it's got like one of the like best endings ever I've heard. And it's actually has not been spoiled for me, so don't spoil it in case I do ever get back and finish it. Because, man, I really had fun with that game. And I'm a massive Western fan, as you guys probably know my love of Jakobs. But, like, I have a pretty massive Western movie collection. I don't know, probably well over like 100, 150 Westerns. Yeah, I fucking love Westerns. And, like, Clint Eastwood and John Wayne are not in my top 5 Western actors. So, I'm not like the Bob Marley of Western fans. Or not Bob Marley fans, but you know how, like, people are like, oh, I love Bob Marley, he's the best. I'm like, yeah, what other reggae do you like? They're like, what? And they can't name another reggae singer. I'm like, they don't really love reggae if all you can name is Bob Marley. You just like Bob Marley. Actually, I said that wrong to start with. They say, I love reggae, and then can only name Bob Marley, not I love Bob Marley. It's kind of that, like, oh, I love Westerns. Clint Eastwood's the best. Who the fuck is Terrence Hill? Then you just slap him, like fucking Bud Spencer should slap him. Some of you will get that, some of you won't. But yeah, anyways, that's what I'm kind of excited for. And then, other than that, just life, busy, dating, not dating, breaking up, getting more future ex-girlfriends, that kind of thing. I was dating this one girl that was just like freaked out that I was making money off of video games and doing that. She was kind of scared of that. She's like, how much time do you spend on this? And I'm like, yeah, this is not going to last. Not that I spend a ton of time playing games anymore, but like, stop being so judgmental. That's dating in your 30s. Women don't understand video games. Yeah, I don't know. This has been ranting enough, but I figured some of you guys are kind of curious what I've been up to and why I've been gone. I didn't plan on being gone that long. I was working on a video and like things kept going wrong with the video, and when I was going on like my 8th take, and I just kind of rage quit. I'm like, fuck this video. And then I just didn't make another one for 11 months. About 3 months ago, I was going to start over and do a Let's Play with a community patch. And I recorded like a 3 hours worth of footage for it. I was going to split it into like 2 videos. And I think it was like kind of late in the fall. It might have been more than 3 months now. So I was doing it at night. And I got done after recording 3 hours of footage. And I was going to edit it. And the sound, there's just this like, it wasn't there in the beginning, but later in the video, there's just like this high-pitched chirp all the way throughout. And I never noticed it while recording. Like, something wrong with my computer and all that. Started backing up to see what it started. Sure enough, it was just crickets. There's like a massive amount of crickets just like chirping nonstop for the entire duration of the video, essentially. And I tried to edit the sound out, and it was bad. For some reason, my mic picked up like the chirping more than anything ever. And it pretty much ruined the video. And then I had 3 hours of footage and gameplay gone, which if I wanted to do that series, I would have had to start over. And then I just kind of rage quit that and then didn't record again until now. Actually, that had to be more. It had to be like September, so that was a while ago now. Jesus. Yeah, so that was my 2 tries to start back up. But I am toying around with still starting that over. It's been long enough now. I've got over my cricket anxiety. But I was thinking about, a lot of people were asking me to do like a new like 0 to OP8 playthrough. And those have never done that well for me, but I'm willing to give it another shot and start at 0. But I thought it might be a little more fun if I try that with a community patch instead of just doing it vanilla, because the community patch, does a lot of cool things, fixes a lot of things, and it would kind of make it exciting to go through and see all that. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think on that. I may actually do that, but my potential for burnout before I finish going to OP8 might be insanely strong. So, we'll see how that actually works. Man, that hits your health so much harder than it hits your shield. Blockade is legit. Well, Blockade probably has a lot more capacity than my health too. Anyways, that's all I've got for you guys now. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Do that little notification bell stuff, so if YouTube fucks up, you still know I posted something. And check out my friend's podcast, Residual Culture. I'm going to, kind of be telling you guys to do that for, I don't know, a couple weeks or something, because they're only in episode 8. And, I know from starting my YouTube channel, podcasts are the same thing. It's a saturated market. Takes a while to get off your feet, and anything you can get help to get kind of over that initial hump and get some more views initially really helps. So, I'm trying that, trying to help them out with that. So that's all I got for you today. I will see you all later. Bye.